Morning, YouTube. Saturday morning. I know you're staring at some of my magnets. Yeah, scrap. Somebody threw that out. Not with the tank, but they've thrown tanks out too. That's the one I worked on. Remember, I couldn't get it to stay lit. I figured it out. The tip over switch was in the tip over position. So I took the switch apart and fixed it. I think I showed you that on the video. That thing works great. Mind you, not as good as that thing, but hey, this is instant heat right away. That takes a little bit to get going. It's a little after 10 o'clock this morning. Yeah, I need a new battery in that. We're finally starting to get what they're calling for. You know, white stuff. Yeah, there it is. See, it's when the birds really enjoy the feeder. Look at the little buggers all over that feeder. I have it set. See that? They all went down. 3 or more on there, it closes. That's just so the squirrels don't empty it out. I see the neighbors playing next door. Anyways, it's a balmy 30 Fahrenheit out. It's a balmy 34 in here. Woo! Yeah, give another hour and it'll be a balmy 60 in here. That's looking good, isn't it? I just lit it about 10 minutes ago. So to get any heat out of that old girl, you need coals first. Then she gives you concentrated heat. The blower is running. The heat comes out of the top here where I have the screen. I'm just keeping the critters out of there. So it looks like out my driveway. Nice, huh? I haven't been to work since a week ago Wednesday, so that's what, a week and a half now. My old girl hasn't even moved out of the driveway. Parked it a week ago Wednesday when they come home. As you all know, I wrenched my back a bit, starting to feel better. Apparently I got arthritis in the spine now because of that. So before the storm hit, we knew it was coming. I brought a few microwaves in that I'm going to attempt to separate. I haven't done anything in here. My wife brought all them beer cans away. We got $54 for all them beer cans, so that wasn't too bad. We didn't bring the bottles in. It wouldn't fit in the back of her car. Yeah. It's supposed to continue all morning into about 2 or 3, and then temperature rising, turning into freezing rain and rain. So it's gonna be a lovely day around here. I know most of you have been getting it before me. I'm not complaining. This isn't very much. Not if you look at the East Coast. Those poor guys got a lot more than we did. They're getting a lot more than we are. There's a better way to put it. Right? There it is. Yeah, I'm still in my winter garb. I gotta get this coat off. Seeing how things are going so far. The heat's blowing out the top. We gotta add more wood to it. I have to take this big bulky coat off. You see all the looks I get when I drive my truck down the highway. I'm usually just in my t-shirt and everybody's in their big coats all bundled up. I thought, don't you have heat in your vehicles? I cannot drive with a bulky coat on. Now if I'm just running into town like to the beer store or something, sure, why not? It's only for a couple seconds, right? Yeah, see what kind of wood we can throw on here now. Sitting up in the air there. that nice roar going straight up the chimney. Gonna add a couple blocks now. Everything I add is hardwood. Don't use any of that softwood. I don't know how the guys in the northern parts with just pine only can burn with that. Not burn their buildings down. As far as I'm concerned, pine's not a hardwood. At least not around here. And it would cause too much creosote, I would think. They're always talking about taking their chimneys apart and cleaning them. When I redid the stove, I took my chimney apart and cleaned it, and there was just powder in it, so. Look at that, isn't that nice? Really hitting. I've got one piece of wood rolled up back there. Thank you. Ash. Didn't have to kill him. That little friendly bug we had there a few years back took pretty well all our ash down. Was not impressed. But because of that, we never have to kill any live trees, right? There we go. Get off my little kneeling pad. Yeah, I'll be shutting that down shortly. They're nice in a pinch. My garage is not insulated, so I don't have to worry about carbon monoxide or anything building up. So that's what I'm doing, just farting around in the garage. I don't know what this thing is. Haven't figured it out yet. All I know is its cord is pretty shitty when it stays stiff like that. So it's not a heater. There's no way. Here's my goggles. Can you see it? I do believe it's an air cleaner. Germs General Allergen. It's a Honeywell. Well, it's got some sticker on there. Doesn't look that old. Probably a novelty item, right? Come on. Oh yeah. There's a nice little filter in there. Imagine if you clean that out, it'd probably work real well. Now we're gonna see if it does anything. Be another item to sell for 10 bucks. What do you think? 20 bucks? It's amazing. We posted a whole pile of stuff the other day on there. Power washers, vacuums, different kinds of thingies. Let's see if this thing does anything. Check pre-filter. So it wants me to check a filter. I hear nothing. Keeps saying check filter. Maybe the filter isn't in right. I'm thinking this would be a pre-filter, right? Okay, I'm checking it. Anything else I need to do about it? Okay. These little buttons down there, B and H. whatever that means. This side in. Okay, that side is in. I'm thinking it just went defective. Oh, that's a button. Okay, the blue light's on. Don't hear nothing running. So I guess it's no good. I got it switched to germs. It doesn't do anything. That'd be a reason why they threw it out, right? Another stainless steel bowl. Look at that, eh? Even the bottom of this one's stainless. A lot of times I find that steel covered with a piece of tin. Works good. Someone asked me a question about the different variations of stainless. Well, you got your 400 and your 300 series. Look at that. See, that's proof of my frostbite. See how white the tip of that finger is compared to the rest? This one's going to show off too. I got 3 on this hand and 2 on that hand. It's only 40 over here, so any between lower than 50 it shows itself. I need a little fan behind this heater thingy. But anyways, that was free. As I was saying, this is going to be another outdoor water bowl for the animals. I don't know where to put it for now. Where it's going to be in my way. Okay. 400 series is sticky. It can still be a stainless. It just has more metal in it. 300 series is just stainless with no ferrous metal material in it. I'm not saying non-ferrous because stainless steel that is anything non-magnetic is non-ferrous. Anything ferrous is magnetic. So like your barbecue, you can buy they can sell it as a stainless barbecue. 1% of it or 99% of it or the whole thing could be stainless non-magnetic. But it can have stainless grills in it. Like I'm finding dishwashers, they're plastic with a painted front door, but when you open them, the inside panel could be stainless, non-magnetic. Then you can find a complete dishwasher that is looks like stainless, acts like stainless, sold as stainless, but it's magnetic, except the inside door panel again. That's what I mean, like, yes, there is magnetic stainless because it's got ferrous metals in it. So it'd be like a piece of steel coated with stainless, electroplated, something like that. I'm not 100%, but I know the difference. Anything in the 400 series will be magnetic. It can still be classified as stainless. Everybody's yard is different on that. My yard will give me lower than shred price for magnetic stainless because that's what it's worth to them. So I just throw it in with my shred because it's worthless. You can come across kitchen sinks and everything like that, right? There, I'll move you over a little bit. So some of them got, if you check them really good, some of them are magnetic, and then as you move the magnet along it, it becomes non-magnetic. So it kind of screws you up. Some places will take it as clean, mine will not. As soon as a magnet sticks to it, it's not considered clean. Okay, I'm pulling the brass out. My yard doesn't want even any of the little plastic stuck inside there because then it's considered dirty brass. So now if you look at it, it's clean. You can have a little copper stuck in it. It's not soldered, it's just crimped. There's no solder on that. As you can see, hopefully you're seeing that. You know what I mean? And anyways, that's considered clean brass. That's why I suggest just leave the plug end on it. You saw it, I pulled the whole piece of brass out, so now that's just insulated copper. There's nothing on the end. Look how stiff that is. It's just as stiff as a branch on the tree. Really low grade. Okay, I see one screw there, but what's hiding underneath these little plugs? A lot of times that's where they hide the screws. Bingo. So if you can't find the screws, look under the little plugs. I use an X-Acto knife or carpet knife or whatever knife you want to call it. It'll grip that enough just to pop them out. And there's all the hidden screws. Nice, isn't it? For anybody who doesn't know where the screws are, oh, what's holding it? That's what's holding it. I don't think you're the one. I think you're too big. Well, I was wrong. Yeah, that's a first. And yes, it's got that stupid little dimple in the middle. Security screws, they don't want nobody tampering, but little do they know, pretty much everybody and anybody has these type of drill bits. When I didn't know they were available, I made my own. I sacrificed some torque screwdriver bits and drilled a little hole in the middle of them. Then they were accepted by the dimple, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think it's going to take a while before this garage is warm. Ah, there's our motor. But it's going to require me to take you completely apart. I don't have to pull them screws out of there. There's a lot of hair stuck in there. How did you get in there? Huh? The rest of the copper. I know it wasn't much, but hey, why throw it out when you can get it? The way I look at it. Yes, puppy's in the house. Too cold for her, even with her little jacket. So she stays in where the heat is. Okay, where are your screws? The screws are hiding somewhere. There's a filter right here by the looks of it. Yeah. Did I not just have that apart? There's the screws. I see ya. The smaller torque. One size smaller. I buy the long ones. Oh, you sneaky. They're stars. I buy that one long too, the Phillips. You know, why do they do that? You know? That's why I buy the long one. See how deep that hole is? You can have the short bits. But these goofy little extensions, they won't even go in the hole. See the difference? That's why I always buy these. Always. Just for that reason. Sometimes this one isn't even long enough. And that's when you get the hammer out. Okay. I'm hearing something jiggling. No? Okay. Well, you got a lot of work today, don't you? Huh? Got a frozen garage to heat up. Mind you, I was up by 5 o'clock this morning. I should have came out here already then and lit her up. No. Didn't feel like it. I gotta bring this little guy in the house. They don't like to work in the cold. I keep forgetting to bring him in. Maybe today I'll remember. Usually stick them up on the shelf, and then with the propane it's so cold it doesn't light. There's no pressure behind it. I was holding it in front of that propane tank for a little while. I'm impressed that that thing actually lit. Being the same gas, right? Propane. Propane is propane. Okay, I think we can get you out of here. One clip. Oh, another clip. Everything's so cold, eh? It just snaps. That's fine. Don't plan on putting you back together, so. The motor didn't want to run. Well, that's fine too, right? Okay, that cabinet too full. I gotta get it out of there. There. Warm up my fingers a little bit. Yeah, this little propane heater is what I'm suggesting, like apartment scrap or anybody who has those storage units. Especially if you don't have a plug for hydro. To get one of those, like. I looked up the price. Actually, our flyers came out this week. We get weekly flyers around here for stuff that's supposedly on sale. It's funny to watch when they put stuff on sale and then they say the regular price. Meanwhile, they just raised it to make it look like a sale, you know, when it really isn't much. They have a bad habit of that quite a bit around this town. Okay, imagine the circuit panels behind this, right? I notice more and more people are having issues with their YouTube channel, not seeing the comments. And then some of them coming back. Yeah, YouTube, eh? They're quick on the draw for watching you do something wrong. But when it's on their end, they sure don't fix it too fast. Alrighty, well, that's the variable speed switch. That's all it is, but yet it says it had those flavors on there. It said germs, general, or allergen. It just depended on how much faster you made the fan go, that's all. Okay, let's go around here. There we go. One little circuit board, not a whole lot on there. Yes, I cut all the wires off. All insulated copper wire. Not the greatest, but it doesn't matter. I don't know anything about boards. Probably one of you guys are probably saying, "Ooh, get that, get that." I have no idea what that is, so I don't get that. We don't have board sort here in Canada. So it just goes in my bucket of circuit boards. So whether it's low grade, medium grade, high grade, or awesome grade, or crap, it's all in there, and I get paid 7 cents a pound for it. That's it. I haven't checked the prices lately. I should maybe do that today. For the new year, I haven't checked anything yet, so. Oh, there's a stray. See? Still see my breath. It's 45 degrees in this end. Now we have a little motor to take apart. This guy will come off fairly easy. Scrapper's best buddy, man. Channel locks. Need a little glue or something on this. Make a little dab of varnish or whatever, just so it doesn't come undone. That's my guess. Okay, one little turbo. Well, do you think it's copper inside? We shall soon find out. Gonna fight me, aren't you? Which one are you? There we go. That should work now. Yes, indeedy. Okay, you can come that way, that's fine too. Oh, there's a little hidden clip here. Come on, get out of there. Little C-clip. Stops me from taking stuff apart. What's holding you? Not much. Well, do you think that's copper? Looks like copper. Yeah, I'm getting to think it's not. This doesn't feel that heavy. You can't go by the steel frame that the copper's wrapped around, so we'll find out as soon as we cut some of these guys. Okay. Now we'll make a cut, see what happens. The cut's easy. It's aluminum. The cut's hard, it's copper. There you have it. Copper! Ooh, baby! Yep. Thicker spot. There we go. See, isn't that pretty? Pretty nice, huh? Yeah, there's not too many places I have to cut on here, because it overlaps that much. 4 cuts. Just have to cut the string. Well, I think we can manage that. Enough time in this video to do all that. That should. What do you think? 29 minutes. I don't know. Here, I'll pause it, I'll cut it, and come back. Just stripping the ropes off so I can pull it through. Like I said, these are required 4 cuts. There's like 16, 16 strands going through. Oh, look how easy that one is, eh? Wow. Too bad they weren't all like that. This one's almost got 0 varnish on it. Pull the little bits of tape off. That is allowed, the rope. Look at that. That's nice. I like it. It's all copper, as you can see. So that's another one to, I guess, pick up. Get a copper motor out of it, why not, right? I deem it worthy. So that's what I'm doing. So anyways, oh, Mr. Steel Scrap Kingdom. You're talking about noodles. Do you take them off? Do you not? Yes, I do. You do what you need to do. I do what I need to do. Nobody tells you any different, buddy. Nobody's cutting you down on that. Nobody's saying, rah, rah, rah. You know, like, you do what you deem necessary. I do what I deem necessary. That's just the way it works, right? I'm not telling you to, and I'm not telling you not. So, because not everybody will cut the noodle ends off the steel. They cut the steel off the rad to make the rad clean, like this here. You can see through my window right there. Those have all been cleaned up. Then what's down there has not. So you do what you do, I do what I do. That's all there's to it. You're asking. That's my opinion there, Chief. Everybody has their own time limit. Everybody thinks what theirs is valuable. I do it mainly as a hobby and to make an extra paycheck, because it does pay the bills. I haven't been working for a week and a half, so I don't get paid for a week and a half. That really hurts. I do have a savings account, but I don't want to touch it, so this is my savings account. So on that note, like, subscribe, and share, or not. This is what I'm going to do. I don't think you want to watch me rip microwaves apart. You've seen that hundreds of times. I've done it a few times, so enjoy. That's what I have.